Good evening, friends. This is Latish from second year Mechanical Government College of Technology, and this is IPC year of kinematics of machine, and the topic given is belt material types. What are the desirable properties for belt material and types of it? The desirable properties are first one, tensile strength. The belt material should withstand high tensile strength. Second one is coefficient of friction. It should possess high coefficient of friction between the belt and the pulley. Next one is stability. The belt material should possess excellent dimensional stability. It should be stable in all dimensional. Then it should be somewhat chemically stable, and oil and other solvent resistant must also be fair. Next desirable properties are resistant. It should have excellent resistance to wear and tear. It should not easily got wear and tear. Next one, the high ply separation resistance. It should resist high ply separation. Durability. The belt material used for this process of rotating gears should be easily durable. That is, it must be highly flexible. It should possess low elongation during operation creep, must be very trifling. As the elongation, as we use these belt material for the different types of processes, it should be easily flexible and should possess high flexibility and low rigidity. Rigidity refers to the impossible movement of the structure. It must be easily movable. So it must be low rigid. Next one, temperature. It can use high. It can use at wide range of temperature. Low weight per unit length. Next, the types of materials used. There are four types of material used: leather belt, cotton or fabric belts, rubber belt, and balata belts. Four types of materials used for making belts are leather belts, cotton or fabric belts, rubber belt, and balata belts. First, we can see what are leather belts. Leather belts. Leather belts are the most important material for a belt. The best leather belts are made from 1.2 meters long or 1.25 meters long strips, cut from either side of the backbone or of the top grade steel heights, either from the backbone. Leather belts has two sides, the hair side and the flesh side. The hair side of the leather is smoother and flesh side of the leather is harder. The hair side is smoother and the flesh side is harder. The fibers on the hair side are perpendicular to the surface, while the fibers, those on the flesh side, are parallel to the surface, and they are interwoven, that they are linked to each other, that are on the flesh side, which are parallel to the surface. Leather belts. Therefore, for these reasons, the hair side of a belt should be in contact with the pulley surface. The hair side of the belt must be in contact with the pulley surface, which gives the more intimate contact between the belt and the pulley, and the places the greatest tensile strength of the belt section on the outside, where the tension is maximum as the belt passes over the pulley. The leather may be oak tanned or mineral tanned, for example, chrome tanned, might be tanned with oak or mineral salt. In order to increase the thickness of belts, the strips are even cemented together to increase the thickness. The belts are classified in number of ways. First of all, the ways classifying using number of layers. If single layer use, it's single layer belt. Double layer is used, double layer belt. Triple layer is used, triple layer belt. And according to the thickness of heights used. Thickness of heights used, they are classified into light, medium, or heavy. The leather belts must be periodically cleaned and dressed. That they must be maintained. The maintenance should be periodically done. Otherwise, the leather belt will easily get wear and tear. And treated with a compound or dressing containing neat food or other suitable oils, so that the belt will remain soft and flexible. Okay. Next comes fabric belts. Fabric belts or cotton belts. Most of the fabric belts are made by folding canvas or cotton duck. Most of the fabric belts are made by folding canvas and cotton duck three or more layers, more than 3 layers. So cotton is very thin, so they are used in more layers and stitching together. They are stitched together. These These belts are woven into a strip of the desired width and thickness. They are woven in which we desire our desiredness of width and thickness. They are impregnated with some fillers like linseed oil or some other fillers in order to make the belts waterproof and to prevent injuries like wear and tear to the fibers. The cotton belts are cheaper and suitable in warm climates. As all we know that cotton can resist more temperature as we use in summer. So they are cheaper and also suitable in warm climates, in damp atmospheres, and in exposed cushions. Since the cotton belt requires little attention, therefore these belts are mostly used in farm machinery, belt conveyor, etc. These are the places where cotton belts are used, for example, farm machinery, belt conveyor, etc. Next comes the rubber belt. Rubber belt are made of layers of fabric. The fabric which we use in cotton is also used here. Now we are impregnating the fabrics with rubber composition of rubber, and this rubber, these composition have a thin layer of rubber over the fabric. These belts are very flexible as we add rubber to it. As we know, the eraser we use, which is made of rubber, is also flexible, and it is also easily destroyed after a saturation point. Quickly destroyed if allowed to come in contact with heat or oil or grease. Okay, that's the point. One of the most principal advantages of these belts is that they may be easily made endless. They can easily made endless. These belts are found suitable for sawmills, paper mills, where they are exposed to moisture. Next comes the balata belts. These belts are similar to rubber belts, except that balata gum is used in the place of rubber. In rubber belts, which we saw on, is the rubber composition used instead of rubber composition. In balata belts, balata gum is used. These balata gum are acid proof, waterproof, and is not even either affected by the animal oils or alkalis. The balata belts should not be exposed to higher temperature more than 40 degrees Celsius. They cannot withstand high temperatures because at this temperature the balata begins to soften and become sticky. When the belts become sticky, we can't drive the gears right. The strength of the balata belts when not exposed to 40-degree temperature is 25% higher than rubber belts. So it is advisable to use balata belts in case of rubber belt. On the recap, the four types of belts which we use are leather belts, cotton or fabric belts, rubber belt, and balata belts. Leather belts are made up of leather, which has a hair side and a flesh side. The hair side is smoother and the flesh side is harder. The flesh side is interwoven and parallel to the surface. These belts are specified according to number of layers and thickness of heights used. These leather belts are used mostly in industries. Next comes the fabric belt, which we has thin layers of cotton are added upon each other to make the fabric belts. They are interwoven and they are impregnated with some filler like linseed oil to become waterproof and to prevent injuries to the fibers. Next comes the rubber belt, where this fabric is impregnated with rubber and it is easily destroyable and flexible. Next comes the balata belts, which impregnated with fabric with balata gum in the place of rubber. These belts are acid proof and waterproof, and it cannot withstand 40 degrees Celsius. And these belts are 25% higher than rubber belts. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Until the next one, this is Latish Mahendran signing off. Thank you.